Hello dears, and welcome back to the latest news update from Benidorm town in Spain. It's Benidorm by Ana with you guys, and today we will be discussing some latest news from here for all those of you who are living in Spain or are planning to come here on holidays. We're going to be talking about 3 different news today, so make sure you stay tuned up until the end. First of all, it's going to be about what the situation is looking like right now during the major celebrations here in Benidorm town. Second of all, we will talk about the VUeling strike, the cabin crew strike, how it is affecting the day-to-day life at the airport, and if there are or not many flights cancelled right now. And the last news will be about Benidorm Bars, what the situation is like, and will they make it through this winter. And we will top up with the weather forecast for the next upcoming 7 days here in Spain. Let's start with the first news, shall we? First of all, I wanted to share with you guys what is actually happening right now here in Benidorm in terms of tourism, hotels, apart hotels, and occupancy as it is. You know that we are in the major festivities here in Benidorm. These are called Benidorm November Fiesta, and these are around 5 to 6 days, including weekend, when nothing is working, no official institutions are working, children don't have any kind of school at all, and it's when there's a lot of loud music, there are attractions, there's fairs, there's fireworks, firecrackers, and a lot of different fun things here in Benidorm. So these days are extremely busy. Right now the hotels are full. A lot of them are about 90-95%, so basically barely have any free rooms left. And the same is happening with apart hotels and apartments. However, you can still find something if you're coming on the next upcoming days to Benidorm. During these Benidorm Fiestas of November, we will have a lot of different things planned in here. The most important one will be held this Wednesday, so just in a couple of days. This Wednesday at 6 p.m. there's going to be a huge colorful parade in Benidorm town. As usual, on the same streets at Rusafa Street, and it will finish at the Dove Park, which is where, after the parade is over and it's slightly dark outside, there's going to be some lovely firework going on. So this one, you cannot miss it if you will be here in Benidorm, because it's going to be just spectacular. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people coming to this type of event because it's a closure of Benidorm Fiestas, it's closure of celebrations, and a lot of people do assist to it. And afterwards, immediately the day after, there's going to be the famous 25th anniversary of a fancy dress party. So those of you who will be here, you're really lucky, because you'll be able to assist these important festivities in Benidorm. Let's continue with the second news, and it's about the VUeling cabin crew strike. I decided to make an update for you guys because I know some of you are worried of what's expecting for you when you're coming to Spain right now. If there are a lot of issues, if there are flights cancelled, what you can expect at the airport as it is. To be honest with you, VUeling strike is continuing in Spain, and they are concentrating mostly at Barcelona airport because that's the most important point where they're gathering for the company, and they're basically protesting for low salaries and low wages. What they did mention is that they have a base salary of 400 euros more or less, which is just really low amount. I have here a picture so that you would be able to see how bad this is. Only when you work like starting from 14 years, like 10-14 years, it's when you get a good base salary. Obviously, they get some pluses for the flights they're doing, but it's not enough to survive a lot of the times. Last Friday, when the manifestation held place in Benidorm's airport, Barcelona El Prat airport, they've cancelled around 69 flights in all its area where they're operating. It's not a little amount, however, it's also not a tiny bit. However, they do intend to move the passengers towards other airlines, or change the dates, or make them a refund, or make them like any kind of compensation for it. So it's not like they're just canceling and that's it, just like look yourself for another holiday destination or you just missed your holidays. No, they're trying their best to make a good customer service, because customers don't have it's not because of the customers they're protesting, you know what I mean? It's because that company is paying them really, really low wages, which is why it's not customers' fault, basically. So they are trying to do their best right now. As for the moment of the day of today, Monday, there is no new information about any kind of agreement between the company and the workers. So if there's not going to be any kind of agreement, this strike will continue up until 31st of January. And the worst part is that they will be protesting on New Year, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Three Kings as well, which is really, really important festivity here in Spain. So we will see what's going to be happening. However, I do feel that at least here in Alicante, there are not as many flights affected. There should be more in Barcelona, on the islands probably, but not here. Just a couple of them, and they were not cancelled, however, slightly delayed. That's basically the situation. So nothing to be worried about too much, because they are taking care of their clients. And even though your flight would be affected, they would find another way to bring you to your final destination. For what? Thank you, because not a lot of companies do so, to be honest. And the last news that I wanted to share with you all comes from Benidorm. Will Benidorm Bars survive this winter? This is a question that I've been making to myself for quite a while already, seeing what the scenery is like in Spain. Obviously, you all know that in a lot of different countries in Europe, not only in European Union, but in general, a lot of countries, the inflation is going up. And especially here, the prices for electricity are going up as crazy, because a lot of them are kind of chained to the prices of gas, which is going up as crazy as well. Surprise, surprise. So what is happening in Spain is that a lot of the businesses, especially bars and hosteleria, what they do is they waste a lot of money on electricity. So their main cost, apart from salaries, is the electricity itself. And a lot of them started to pay triple or even more for the same amount of electricity they've been generating, they've been consuming, better to say, the previous months or years. So it's really, really hot situation right now. And not a lot of bars can deal with it. Obviously, they're all open right now for holidays, for fiestas. You know, they're trying their best to take a maximum of the last warm days here in Benidorm, in region, as much as there are a lot of tourists, you know, so they just need to take this advantage and start to work as much as they can. However, once January will hit, this is when we'll see a true scenery here in Benidorm. This is when we'll see how many bars will actually close. But the sad truth about it is quite a few of them have shut their doors already. And I slowly start to see a lot of the bars putting the sign on rented or for sale, which is a sad thing. Luckily for us, these are none of the most favorite bars of ours and of yours. However, smallest ones that always needed to fight for their guests, that always needed to fight to survive, you know, that did not have a huge margin of profit, right now are closing their doors. So we will see what will be happening this winter. However, we strongly believe that if nothing will change, if there's going to be no major changes, after this winter, quite a lot of bars will be non-existent here in Benidorm town. This is what's basically going on. By the way, a lot of different businesses, they've even went on strike. They went on a 5-minute strike, and what they did is not physically go anywhere, but they've turned off the lights of all establishments. This happened here in our region. This happened in north parts of Spain, in Benidorm, in Madrid, in Barcelona, like a lot of different parts of Spain. They've turned off the electricity in general for around 5 minutes. Not sure what it gives them, but it was like a signal of protest for the government about the abusive prices, and no major changes, even though the government said they did a lot of changes to be able to low down the electricity cost. But so far, nothing really has changed for them. These were basically the news for today, and now let's talk about the weather. What is waiting for all those of you who will be coming shortly to our region for so long awaited holidays. The weather is really nice today. After all the storm, right now it's sunny and lovely here on the beach, even though it's still empty as it never was. But trust me, this will be quite full during the next couple of hours when people will eventually wake up, because it is Monday. Here it's going to be sunny and slightly cloudy all the next following week and should not be raining basically at all. The rest of the country is going to be slightly chilly, but here it's not the case. Here we will continue with around 24 to 25 degrees. And in the morning it is going to be quite chilly, around 14-15, but during the day really warm. At night around 17 to 18 degrees. Alicante today has around 25, Barcelona 21, Granada 23, Malaga 27, Sevilla 23, Madrid 15, Murcia 24, Balearic Islands 21, Canarian 28 degrees today. Wow, Canarian Islands today have 28 degrees. That's just amazing temperatures. And on Wednesday and Friday, temperatures will go down up until 21 more or less here, but then they will recover back again to 24. So I'm not quite sure when the winter will hit us, but so far it's not going to be the case. And the water temperature is around 22.5 degrees today. People are coming to the beach. They're slowly getting towards all the bars to get some nice drink of coffee or tea. This was the latest news update from the lovely Benidorm town in Spain on Costa Blanca. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I wish you lovely holidays if you're coming right now to Spain, and make sure you visit Benidorm's Fiestas if you will be here around up until next Wednesday in the evening. I wish you an amazing beginning of a new work week, and we will see each other tomorrow. Bye!